Hello everybody around the world in the mobile app community. Welcome to another edition of the App Resource Connect. I am E. Emmett Brady, and we are recording live from CES, the center of it all, the Consumer Electronics Show here in Las Vegas, Nevada. And this whole week we are taking a deep dive into the world of mobile app marketing, and we might as well start right with the deepest dive. I'm here with Oscar Sarander. He is the Senior Partnership Director with Quixy, and they just did a fantastic talk on stage, a panel all about monetization, and really that's the beginning and the end of the whole thing. So Oscar, I want to welcome you to the App Resource Connect.
Thank you so much.
Nice to have you on board. So Quixy's got a lot going on. I think from the talk, the two things that I heard were innovative search, innovative re-engagement. Why don't you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, so what Quixy's actually been around since 2009, and what we set out to do is try to solve the app discoverability problem. Like, it's so hard to find apps, and with apps growing faster than the early days of the web, it's become a huge problem for app developers, app marketers, and publishers alike in the mobile space.
It's probably the biggest thing,
right,
with the influx of apps. It's probably the most challenging part.
Right,
yeah.
And the way everything is growing exponentially, it's a problem that doesn't really go away. So what we set out to do is create a search engine that helps people not only find the apps that they want to help them, solve their problem, whether that's finding games for my 2-year-old daughter or finding the best restaurant app, but actually deep linking users into deeper states within apps. So I like that you said deep dive. That's really what we're doing on search, kind of reinventing what the mobile search experience should be like. It's not about blue links anymore and static web. It's more about linking into where people spend most time, which is inside apps, and the content and actual functions within apps, right? So searching for a musical artist that I talked about on stage, being able to not only see the apps that can help you find songs, being able to listen to that artist, but also find the actual deep links into apps you already have on your phone or other music apps that have that content.
Yeah, see, and deep linking, of course, most developers are probably familiar with this term, but deep linking is like the latest innovation. Mm-hmm. It's past web, it's even past mobile. It's really an intimate user experience. Isn't that the case?
Yeah, that is the case. And it's really just starting. It's starting to become a buzzword this year or last year, and it's really taken off this year. More and more sophisticated app marketers are understanding the importance of having deep links, because instead of I always explain it kind of walking into a house, right? Taking someone inside your app, you have to take them through the front door. But if you know that you want to go back to the barbecue area of your house, why not take them there instantly? So what happened, what Google and search engines is back in the 90s with the web,
way back in the 90s,
it's exactly is what we're doing in the app ecosystem. So really being able to take users where they want to go within apps. And for advertisers and app marketers, it's very important. I talked about that on stage as well. We're still talking about these installs and how you get more users, but it's not really about that anymore, right? We believe that we look beyond the install, and we think that install is in many ways a vanity metric. You can have 150 million installs around, right? But what actually makes sense for your business is how active those users are. So even you're a super brand like Spotify, who have all these appeal around their brand, or if your TripAdvisor has been around forever, you still look at 20 to 40% monthly active users, which could potentially be better if that app and the content that you have can get in front of users in a simpler fashion, either through explicit search or when you are maybe browsing and consuming related content. So that's what we do too.
There's a lot to think about, because it's not just about finding them, it's re-engaging them. It sounds like one of Quixy's specialists.
Yeah.
So if we look down to 2015, what's on the horizon for Quixy as far as connecting with the publishers and the developers?
I think what we're doing now is, because we're using our technology to help publishers, we see a huge need in the marketplace for monetization, and for traditional publishers as well. So looking at all news and magazine apps are now, in some way scrambling to get into the mobile space and understand how they can monetize mobile users, because they're all there, right? Everyone is flooding over to mobile, and what do we do there? And this year, 2015, the display banner ad turns legal drinking age, I believe. It's 21 21 years.
Okay, so this interview marks the death of the banner ad, folks. It happened right here at CES.
Right.
And Oscar is going to walk me through this one. 21 years old.
21 years old.
Okay.
And
that's great.
I mean, it's not really working, right? There needs to be something else, and there's a lot of ad formats and user experiences that have been rising the past couple of years.
Sure.
Videos on the rise, of course, since more brands want to get into mobile where their users, where their audience
Everybody
is. Right?
loves a quick video, for sure.
You're right, and native advertising and so forth. There is going to be a lot of focus on trying to find that. What we're doing is creating something that we believe is, from a user standpoint, the best solution, which is related content. It's really taking one app you spend time in and making sure that we can find a link to another app that makes sense to you. So reading that article about latest restaurants in New York, in Manhattan, and having a link to book a table at that restaurant in your favorite app, I think is a great user journey, and it serves the publisher really well.
It sounds like you're moving really to bring this ecosystem idea to life, where everything's interactive, everything's alive.
Yeah.
And with that in mind, a developer and a publisher, they have a lot to think about because it's a way more complicated game. The stakes are higher, everything's moving faster. If you had a new dev, a new publisher sitting down, what's the first thing, a bit of advice you'd give them?
I would definitely look into deep linking and what that means to you. What is your content? How do you build out your sitemap? If you have a website already, how do you translate that into your mobile device and into your app? I would look into all the different standards that are out there. Quixy, we're behind one. We invented one a few years back called App URL that we're releasing soon in our developer program.
Awesome.
But there are also Facebook, Google, Twitter. There's other companies doing the same thing. It's all the same kind of concept behind it, and I think it's important to look into all of those and what those features mean to you as a app developer.
There you go. So deep linking, deep ecosystem connections, and a deep dive here at CES with Quixy. Oscar, thanks for being with us on the App Resource Connect. We're going to keep rolling through the weekend. We're going to circle back around with you, though, to find out what these predictions come true. Maybe at the end of the year. That's a great way to do it. So, all right, we'll be right back with more from CES.